This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook, who checks in my recap reaction to the Hurricanes game, so let's get right to it. So the Senators win this game by a final score of 7-5, and this one was a fun game to talk about, so let's get right to it. So right away in the first period, Adam Gaudette scores to make it 1-0 Ottawa, and then Dylan Cousins scores on the power play to make it 2-0 Ottawa, and then Shane Pinto makes it 3-0 Ottawa. So Ottawa, right off the bat, firing on all cylinders, up 3 goals. But then Kotkaniemi scores to make it 3-1, and then Skylar Brind'Amour, that is Rod Brind'Amour's son. So congratulations to Skylar for his first NHL goal to make it 3-2, and that's all you get after the first period. It is 3-2 in favor of Ottawa. And then in the second period, this is where things fall off. Andrei Svechnikov scores on the power play to tie it up at 3. Roslovic scores to make it 4-3 Carolina, and then Tyson Yost makes it 5-3. So after the second period, Carolina's up 5-3. All of a sudden, we give up 5 consecutive goals, but then the Senators turn it around. So this is like a story of like 3 different games, I'll tell you that. So let's talk about the third period here. Adam Gaudette scores again to make it 5-4. And by the way, Adam Gaudette with that goal scores his 20th of the season. So props to Adam Gaudette scoring 20 on the year. And then Drake Batherson scores to tie it up at 5. And then he scores again on the power play to make it 6-5 Ottawa. And then Tim Stützle, like 5 minutes later, also on the power play to make it 7-5, and that's your final score. So the goaltending matchup was Frederik Andersen versus Linus Ullmark. Ullmark stopping 28 of 33 for an .848 save percentage, and Frederik Andersen stopping 25 of 32 for a .781 save percentage. So, in all honesty, I mean, this was a very meaningless game for both of these teams. There were a certain amount of guys that are in the regular day lineup for both of these teams that were not playing. You can add Shabbat and Zub to that list for the Senators. Brady Tkachuk did come back for this game, so he was able to, get some playing time in before the playoffs. And I believe for the Hurricanes, if I can just see off the top of my head, I don't see Seth Jarvis. Again, a lot of their main guys, Sebastian Aho as well. Bottom line, a lot of the Hurricanes' primary players were also resting. They also rested in the Hurricanes game before against the Montreal Canadiens. So this was the second of a back-to-back for the Hurricanes. But regardless, both teams played their final game in this game. The Ottawa Senators finished the regular season with a record of 45-30-7. So I did mention before, the Senators would win 45 games for the first time since they reached the Stanley Cup Finals in 2007. Well, there you go. The Senators winning 45 games for the first time since the 2006-2007 season. So that was a long time ago. They finished the year with 97 points. That is one off from what they had in 2016-17. So there you go. Ottawa finishing fourth in their division, 97 points. That is a 19-point improvement from last season, and that is also 11 points improved from the 2022-23 season, which was their closest year from making the playoffs up until this season. So that is real progress from the Ottawa Senators, just falling short of 100 points, and that's the most they've had, like I said, since that 2016-17 team. So give props to the Senators here. The Hurricanes now, their record for the end of the regular season is 47-30-5. So they fall just short of 100 points. They have 99. So I think the Senators, you could say, had a pretty good year. Anyways, that is the end of the regular season for the Ottawa Senators. Game 82 in the books, and the Senators have at least 4 more games left. So I will have my series preview video, first time I've ever done that, for the Toronto Maple Leafs series coming out shortly, and then I will have my full bracket for the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I'm excited to do that, and we'll see if any of these picks are right. So anyways, give me your thoughts on this game. I will see you for the preview for the Leafs series. Like and subscribe, but for now, this is Jack from the Senators Outlook, and Go Sens Go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.